Hello there, welcome to part 2 of my guitar lessons. I'm going to show you 3 chords today, E, A and D. Now to play the chord of E, what we do is we take our first finger and put it on the first fret of the G string. We'll press down really hard. If you've never played a stringed instrument before, you might find this quite sore to start off with. And then we take our second finger and we put it on the second fret of the A string. And then we take our third finger and we put it on the second fret of the D string, and we play all of the strings like this, and we have the chord of E major. To play the chord of A, what we do, I'm going to show you 2 ways you can play this. The best way is to play it like this. Take your second finger, put it on the second fret of the D string, and then take your third finger and put it on the second fret of the G string, and then your little finger and put it on the second fret of the B string, and we play all of the 5 strings starting on the A string here, and we have the chord of A. There's another way you can play A, just by using one finger. If you're struggling to get all of your fingers onto that shape, it's not as good though because you're missing that top string, and what you do is you take your first finger and you put it on the second fret of the D string, the G string and the B string, and you play those 4 notes there like that. It's another way that you can play A, but it's best if you can play it like that because then you get that lovely top E there as well. To play D, what you do, there's 2 ways you can play D major, depending on what you'll find easiest. You take your first finger and put it on the second fret of the top E string, and then take your second finger and put it on the second fret of the G string. And then your third finger goes on the third fret of the B string, and you play the 4 strings starting on the D string, and that's the chord of D major. You can also play it like this by taking your first finger and putting it on the second fret of the G string, and your second finger on the second fret of the E string, and your third finger on the third fret of the B string, and again you play these 4 strings here, and that's D major. And practice going from one chord shape to another chord shape. I'm going to show you quickly, just by taking our finger off there, we play E minor. Now to play A minor, what we do is we flatten the third to play a minor chord. Now we take our second finger and we put it on the second fret of the D string. Our third finger goes on the second fret of the G string, and to flatten that third we take our first finger and put it on the first fret of the B string, and we have A minor. So A major is A minor. And again, to play D minor you flatten the third, so what we're doing, instead of playing this, we play this. So that's our second finger on the second fret of the G string, our third finger on the third fret of the B string, and our first finger on the first fret of the E string, and that gives us D minor. And if you just practice going between those chords, and I'm going to show you some more chords coming up.